Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Due to the incompetence of wargaming or because someone had crossplay turned off, I ended up in a 4-on-4 match on Warrior's Path. It is a domination match. And here I'm checking to see if these guys are all in the same platoon. They're not. I don't know who's responsible for this. I really wish there was a way to toggle out of these matches. The mods and some other people on Reddit were saying, nope, it's impossible. You're just going to have to deal with it. Nothing I despise more than less than a 9-on-9 match. All right, we're here in the Duncan, Tier 8 British Battlecruiser. We're going to get into the history of the Duncan, but first I'm just going full speed ahead because I'm in full fuck it mode for this match. All right. The Duncan is allegedly a G3 battleship. The G3 class was a class of battlecruisers planned by the Royal Navy after the end of World War I in response to naval expansion programs by the United States and Japan. Blah, blah, blah. Fast battleship, blah, blah, blah. Battlecruiser. Carried 9 16-inch guns and were expected to achieve 32 knots. The N3 class, which followed it, would have carried 9 18-inch guns, the same displacement at the expense of speed. The orders were canceled in February 1922 with the ratification of the Washington Naval Treaty. So there are some drawings out there on the interweb. I opted for a painting of the earlier Duncan class battleship, a dreadnought class, in response to a Russian pre-dreadnought class or dreadnought class battleship in the title card. All right, nothing I like more than a good kill pinch. We'll kill pinch the Suzuya here to start it all off. As you can see, not great dispersion, but good enough for the first blood medal and kill number 1. That's what you get, teammates, for having crossplay turned off. All right, continue moving forward while we're talking about the Duncan. Going back to WoW's builds, the damage record, 262,385. The base XP record, 3,727. Even though the base XP or the base damage record was set 2 weeks ago, someone submitted a less than record like today. It's just like, did you even look to see that your record wasn't going to be first place as we eat a stray torpedo? The answer is no. All right. I'm going to show you the cool thing about these front-mounted torpedo launchers. Got to say, I really like them. I like these battle cruisers. I like the German battle cruisers too. These ones I like. They have a little bit more survivability than you would think. Looking at the Duncan, you've kind of got like an Nelson-esque vibe going on here. The torpedoes are not necessarily fast, but they hit very hard. And as you can see, they're just down to the nub. Turrets are weak. Turret gets taken out there. I have them permanently destroyed in several matches. So although the turret armor on the face of the turret is nice, the turret armor per se, other than that, makes them prone to damage. All right, here we're going to do a little bit of a crazy maneuver that you can only do with the speed and maneuverability of a ship like the Duncan. That torpedo damage does count. I am not trying to ram, and thankfully he was not trying to be rammed. So avoided that there. Secondaries are going off. The Duncan has better than average secondaries. There's a lot of them, but so far I'm not recommending a secondary build in any manner for these battle cruisers, at least the British ones. The Germans, I go all in on the secondaries. Obviously the Italians, I go all in on the secondaries. But these battle cruisers, I think you shouldn't build into the secondaries, and we'll cover that a little bit in the port. All right, going to throw the other torpedo out here, maybe aimed it a little bit too far ahead. I thought that salvo was going to finish me off. It didn't. We destroy his turret. Now we're going to hit our speed boost, our heal. You see our unique legendary skill. Speed is my armor is going on. That is also beneficial. Cover that when we review the commander in the port after the match. We're going to finish this ship off right now. Kill number 3. All right, one ship left. What can I say? We're going to get that kill too. All right, looking at wiki.wargaming.net really quickly, trying to find the max dispersion here. 213 meters, so that's not bad. HE shell velocity 792 meters per second. AP shell velocity 747 meters per second. The AP shells weigh significantly more than the HE shells. That is probably why. All right, we are anticipating the ship to come up the gap here, so we're going to keep moving forward. Let's switch back to WoW's builds and do a quick peer comparison if we can. Let me select some stuff here. Going to get rid of that. We're going to add that. And we're going to add that. All right. Among the, 20 battleships at the tier, hit points, number 1, Sovietsky Soyuz and AL Sovietsky Rossiya. That must be an Azer Lane ship. Duncan is kind of down in the bottom, 75,200. Bottom third, I would say, easily. Longest reload at the tier is Minnesota. Shortest reload is... Okay, that didn't sort properly. Iwami. And we're looking for the Duncan. Duncan just above the top third at 31 seconds. Max speed. The fastest ship is the Duncan, tied with Giuseppe Verdi, Marco Polo, Ruprecht, Alsace, all at 32 knots. Armor-piercing DPM, number 1 is the Marlborough, 422-400. And scrolling. Duncan, middle of the pack, 227-323. Of the 4 ships that have torpedoes, the Duncan is number 2 in range. Iwami 15, Duncan 10 base value. All right, so I'm not seeing the enemy ship, so I think, maybe the enemy ship isn't coming through the middle. I mean, that's the only reason I came over here. Maybe he's went around the edge of the island over there, and he's behind the island. That's why these other ships can't spot him. I'm about to be surprised. Unpleasantly a little bit, because I'm like, yeah, he can't be here. I would have proxy spotted him already. I would have found him. Nope. I think he's coming out where my gun sight is at, and I'm absolutely wrong, as you can see. All right, there he is. We're going to shoot for his turrets, and I'm going to send a torpedo his way, and then at this point I'm like, you know what? I'm not letting my teammates get a cheap kill pinch. I'm going to get all 4 kills here today. And we are just going to ram the enemy ship before my teammates can kill pinch. I don't care. There it is. So yeah, it's a strong ship. It has lots of ways to do damage. I like it. Here we are on the victory screen. First blood medal, high caliber medal. 165,938 total damage. 3 kills, 4 torpedo strikes, a solo base cap. Also looks like 4 hits to Citadel. We ended up with over 330,000 silver and over 4,000 ship XP and commander XP in the Duncan. All right, there we are at the top of the board. 2692 base XP, 2 medals, 4 big kills, leading the way for our team. I will note the only kill the enemy team got was me. So I'm sure those guys in the platoon are saying, we're so much better than that guy. He got killed and we didn't. You also didn't really contribute anything to the match. Just FYI. All right, let's go back to the port and take a look at the ship. All right, in terms of the upgrades, aiming system mod 1. Damage control system mod 2. Concealment System Mod 1 and AA Guns Mod 3. And the Duncan is newly and fully upgraded. I didn't have the hull upgrade before this. All right, 4 charges of the repair party. I would call that a greater heal based on the hit point per second. 3 charges of the engine boost and 2 charges of DFAA. You can also swap that out for 3 charges of enhanced secondary targeting. I don't recommend that. I think sooner rather than later, you're going to see carriers in just about every match. So I'm going with DFAA, and that way I'll have it when I need it. All right, we got the rare battle booster for movement speed and cooldown time, the standard permanent camouflage, and the unique dreadnought flag, which was created in honor of our commander. All right, 72,190 hit points and a 23% torpedo damage reduction with our build. You got those 3 triple 419mm turrets, 19.9 kilometer firing range, 28.3 second reload, 30-second turn time, HE shells 6150 max damage, 47% fire chance, AP shells 13,050 max damage. 2 sets of secondaries, range of both is 5.8 kilometers. First set of 8x2 114s, reloads every 5 seconds, 1700 HE shell max damage, 8% fire chance. Second set of 6x2 152s, reloads every 12 seconds, 2150 HE shell max damage with a 9% fire chance. So just think, not enough range, too long of a reload. Oops. All right, 2 individual torpedo launchers. They reload every 55 seconds. Max damage, 29,364. You definitely want to use them whenever you can. 10.6 kilometer range at 67 knots. The detectability is, I don't know, 12, 1,300 meters? I can't see. All right, AA defense, your first set of secondaries is dual purpose, does count as AA, 5 kilometer range. Your best AA are the 40mm Bofors, 284 damage per second. So you add in that DFAA, you're going to be able to fight off those carrier planes when they come at you. Maneuverability, 34.2 knots, 910 meter turning circle, 16.6 second rudder shift time. And concealment, 13.2 on the surface, 11.1 from the air, 15.3 when firing in smoke. In a minute here, we're going to look at the stats. We are undefeated in 4 matches in the Duncan. Main battery accuracy, 48%. Torpedo accuracy, 27%. Kill-death ratio looks like 1.8. And the last game you saw is responsible for most of those highest battle achievements. It's definitely a capable ship, you know. In the right scenario, I could see how you could easily get over 200,000 in this thing. All right, taking a look at the armor viewer. Not a lot of great stuff here. Above water Citadel. Quite frankly, I thought I should have been Citadel at least once in that match. Bow 25 millimeters. That's not a lot of armor. Torpedo belt down the side may provide some kind of spaced armor. Casemate armor here is really not doing anything. Just catches on fire or gets shot through, in my opinion. You know, you can't even see that orange, so who knows where that is. All right, we're going to take that off to put the turrets on barbettes back on. As you can see, barbettes and turret sides and roof not heavily armored at all, but the face of the turret are heavily armored. They're just not sloped. Anyway, that is the armor profile of the Duncan. You will get those turrets destroyed. Here's our commander, John, our Buttnut Fisher base trait. Decreases the reload, increases the main battery range. And we've got Di Ravel and Iacchino going all Italian for our inspirations here. Flammable Cannoneer in row number 1. The unique skill Dance with Death in row number 2. Another unique skill Reformer in row number 3 gives you a huge dispersion decrease and a main battery range, torpedo range in exchange for hit points. Definitely worth it. Master Mechanic for the heals in row 4. The unique skill Speed is my armor. Engine boost reduction. Max speed increase. Incoming damage reduction. And an extra engine boost charge. That is the Duncan, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you think about the ship in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.